And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to my stream. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. I know that I did, and it's great to be back in the studio. I've been away all last week because I live in Nice, France. I had to go to Marseille because my son was having his first adult passport done. So he had to show up in person. So I figured I'd go with him, and it was it was a rough trip. But anyways, got that out of the way. Had a bunch of other things happening. I had to stay out of the studio. Anyways, we are back. It feels great. And we are going to start off like we always do. We're going to go over to the computer. We're going to check out what we did last time, and then we'll tackle our day from there. So, what did we do last time? It seems so long ago. Yes, we put in the red shading to our sperms. We started off by doing that. We weren't sure if we were going to need 2 coats of orange, but we didn't. We lucked out on that one. And then after that, we put the first coat to the flooring of our painting. So that is what we did last time we were in the studio, showing how the plasticity of acrylic paint. And here we go, laying down that first coat of our flooring. So what are we going to do today? Well, we are basically going to continue on this flooring. I'm going to put a second coat of yellow, and at the same time I'm going to put some shading because I want to do it wet on wet, wet on wet. Boy, I have to get my English back together. So I'm going to be putting on a second coat of yellow, and I'll be mixing in some ochre yellow to give it a little bit of shading and some depth. I'm just going to put my yellow paint right on top of this, and we will continue with what we have. So I'm going to put quite a bit since I'll be knifing this on. I'll add more if I need to. And then here I have, what is this? Ochre yellow. So I'll use some of that. And I also have, this is a lot darker. This is raw sienna. So I don't think I want to use that right away. You can see my 3 yellows, right? All 3 of the yellows I'm going to use. And I'm going to zoom in on the flooring right over here. Just like that. Let's start off by putting the second coat. So I have my windows wide open, as you can notice back there, and I hear people talking and stuff, and I usually do it on purpose. I mean, they have some filters you can put in for your microphone or whatever, called a noise gate, where I can cut out all the sounds in the background, but I don't do that. I like the sound of garbage trucks going by, dogs barking, because the whole point was to share what's going on in my studio, and that's including the parasite noises you can hear as well. Because it's a very narrow street. I'll show you that right now as I go to camera number 1. And these are the streets we have in the old Nice. So as you can see, very narrow streets. It's like about 20 feet to the building right across the street. So a lot of noises just echo all around. Like usual, I'm going to start in the upper left-hand corner and work my way around so I don't put my hands in the paint. This should go by very quickly as well. Okay, so let's switch over to camera number 1 and let's do this. All right, down this way. All right. Put this on nice and thick. I wouldn't be surprised if I need a second coat tomorrow. All right, looks like I'm going to have just enough paint to finish this off, which is great. Look at that. And that concludes today's day of painting. So I want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you'll join me as well tomorrow as we continue. Hopefully we'll be here all week. I don't see any reason why we won't be. So that'd be great to have finally a full week's worth of work. So I am going to leave you like I always do. I'm going to leave you with my schedule and by saying, ciao mes amis.